Wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club is on. Wake up!
The Breakfast Club, Envy, and Charlamagne, the voice of the culture.
You think I'm coming here when this ain't hot?
See, y'all different. Y'all the culture. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what y'all talking about.
This is probably becoming the most prominent form for hip-hop.
Being here next to all of you guys, it's really big.
Put it in perspective. The Breakfast Club, bitches. Wake up!
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live?
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Chris.
Chris, what up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, man, I want to say, man, I'm proud of y'all, man. DJ Envy, Charlamagne, I've been reading your book. My girl got me a book, man. I've been checking that out, and it's been real helpful for me, man. I just like what y'all got going on.
Thank you, King. Which book you got you? Black Privilege or Shook One?
Both of them. Matter of fact, she got me one for Father's Day and one for Christmas last year, man. I appreciate that, though, man. That's a good read.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hello, who's this?
I don't want to say my name.
Okay. Well, what's
But
up,
you on
mama?
the radio. Nobody can see you.
You could have made up a name, but go ahead.
No, but, you know, people be listening. But I have a question because I just recently got broken up with, right? I'm in a lesbian relationship, and I went out of town not too long ago. And I have a business, so I was networking, and I was speaking to a male about my business who worked at the bar that I was doing my homework at. And so I came back home, and he sent me a message. It was like, hey, how you doing? How's your family? Did y'all get back safe? And my girlfriend has a problem with it, and so she broke up with me. Like, she's like, I'm a lesbian. I don't deal with males. And I'm just like, I do business. I network with males and females. And I just want to know, like, is that wrong?
I don't think that's wrong at all. I mean, even if it was another woman, I mean, as long as y'all not flirting in this business, I don't see a problem with it. You weren't hiding it from your girl, so it's not like you were trying to be deceptive or sneaking around. No, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, but those, you know, she probably upset. She probably upset because you talking to somebody who, got something that she could never have, which is a penis, you know? And
I feel like that the insecurity only comes out with males because I speak to females in the same way, and it's usually about my business as I do with males. But it's just with males, she always has a problem, and I'm like, it makes me feel like, okay, you're like immaturely dating. You don't know how to date. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, can Gia have friends? Does Charlamagne let his wife have? You know,
your circumstances are totally different. Now, I have to ask you a question. Did you get penis before you became a lesbian?
Good question. Did you like penis?
Yes,
that's
and
what
she
it
knows
is.
That.
Well, that might be the problem. She might think you going back to penis.
She don't want you to relapse.
But what does that have to do with me? That's her insecurity. Like, is that something that I'm supposed to adjust?
It is.
But I will say this. I will say try to have a conversation and bring her in on part of the conversation. You asked if my wife has male friends. We have friends. She doesn't have friends that I don't know about. She doesn't have friends that she speaks to that I don't know. We all have friends, just like I have female friends, but my wife knows them.
But Envy's bi, though. So, you know.
I'm not bi. Shut up, man.
I'm not about to play with you.
We try to be serious. But I would give her a conversation to try to make it feel comfortable as possible. Obviously, she feels a little uncomfortable because she feels like you're going to get back to the penis. But let her know that you don't want any penis and it's all boxed for you.
Period. Okay. All right.
And go box him out.
Yo, shut up.
You know what I'm saying? Go box him out. Go sit on her face.
Yo, shut up. Have a good one,
real light skin for saying that, though.
What's wrong with you, man?
You heard what she said? She said you was very light-skinned for saying that. I concur.
Oh, my goodness. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? It's L.
L, you sound a little off phone. You got Bluetooth in or your headpiece?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. What up, L?
All right, what's up, man? I'm calling to get off my...
Go ahead, brother.
Get off my chest. Me and my girl, I'm feeling good today. Me and my girl, we off a 7-month dry spell, man. Like, so we finally have, intercourse again, and I feel good about it.
Hey. 7 months? Why so long?
Huh?
I said, why so long?
I kind of messed up. I was
cheating.
I was messing up a little bit.
Cheating.
Not cheating. Not physically cheating. Probably emotionally cheating. So.
Oh,
yeah, she finally, so it was a while. She wasn't, feeling me.
Y'all do know humans, women especially, are more emotional than physical. So emotionally cheating and emotionally hurting her can probably cause her to dry up more so than the physical.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? I realize that.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad y'all are back, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Have a good one.
You too, champ.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. How you doing? This is Ronnie, calling out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
What up, Ronnie?
What up? Get it off your chest.
Man, I just wanted to call in, man, because I'm so excited for you guys, man. I love hearing y'all on the radio. Man, y'all been doing a great job, man. Y'all sound really, really renewed, man, this time around. So it's great to have you guys here in Baton Rouge.
Man, I'm in here burning my Palo Santo right now. The energy is great. I got my candles lit. Me and Envy just being here living our best lives, man.
We
you know
just
what I'm
enjoying
saying?
having a good time.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
And that is a great compliment because we thoroughly do enjoy coming in this studio every day. And that is
man. We enjoy hearing you guys, man.
And that has not always been the case, but now it is.
Shut up, man. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is your favorite white listener, Tim from Toledo.
Tim from Toledo.
What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
What's going on, guys? I love you guys, man.
We love you back.
So, I've been on a theme the last couple times I gotten through about toxic people. Mm-hmm. And lately I find it's more family usually than it is than anybody. And so I'm 45, and I think a lot of people can relate. Throughout your life, we may need to lean on people for help. And it might be in a rough time. It might be a house payment. It might be they order you a pizza when you're down on your luck. And then you find out these people get mad at you. You know, it could be 6 months down the road, 2 years down the road. You know, they're on your Facebook because they're mad, and you find out that you owe them $1 million all of a sudden. Or they didn't order you a pizza. They act like they be buying food for like the last 3 years. You know, the story just gets completely blown out of context because they're mad.
Well, that's why sometimes you just got to give people thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely.
And you know what? And I tried to. You know what? I just gonna put this real quick. I put this on my bio. I started a new Facebook, and I'm adding friends that I would try to go to their funeral, or if they would come to mine, because otherwise it's just disgraceful. People got 2,000 friends and they don't even know half of them.
Man,
but I put this in my bio. When I need help, give me a hug, not money. That way, when you're mad, all I owe you is a hug.
But I will say this, you know, in life, and I think Charlamagne, and I think even you will say this, there's always highs and lows, right? You always have a good part of your life where everything is going great, but it could be a left turn, and sometimes you need help, and it doesn't have to be financial. It could be just a good, you know, a hug, or a good hold, or a good conversation. And those are the people I keep around me, and whether they family or friends, it's all the same. If you can't provide me that, and I can't provide you that, then we don't need to be around each other. But I want to be around people that's gonna hold each other up and make sure we all right.
I think the biggest problem is that, you know, your family and, you know, and your close friends be having a sense of entitlement.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And when they want more, they act like you never did anything for them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a pizza, you know, our money. Mm-hmm. When they want more, anything you ever did will never be enough. They'll act like you never did anything.
Correct.
You know, and I don't deal with entitled people.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Just Hilarious was our guest host. So, ladies and gentlemen, Stephanie Mills.
Good morning, Miss Mills.
Good morning. Good morning,
How
Bambi
are you?
eyes. I'm fine. Don't you think he has Bambi beautiful eyes?
Hold on, let me see.
Beautiful. That's my baby.
Yeah, he
Look,
is.
I love Stephanie Mills. She know that.
We have a love affair. He's like my son. He could be my son.
That's right.
Literally, son. so relax on her, okay?
Hey, you got a lot going on, Miss Mills. You got the PBS special.
I have a lot going
Black
on.
Broadway. You got the
Broadway.
The movie Pride.
The movie Pride. Executive produced T.D. Jakes
Bishop T.D. Jakes.
and Derek Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And they just offered me the part. Derek called me and said, "Do you want to do this role?"
Mm-hmm.
And sent me the script, and I said, "Yes."
And you touring?
I'm touring.
Wow.
And I'm getting ready. There's a possibility I'm getting ready to come back to Broadway to do my own show.
What? Based on your life? Or?
No, not. I don't want to do anything based on my life, but just songs and where I've come from and all of that.
Wow. How are you managing everything that you're doing at the moment?
I have a great manager. I call Amp Yum Yum because he's a yummy manager. You know how when you find somebody that just you can trust and believes in you? Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're so pretty.
Thank you so much. So, how does it feel to still be so legendary like 40 years later? Like,
Relevant.
you like relevant, but relevant ain't even the word. It's like just still like it's people still walking around singing your songs. He can't sing, but he was literally walking around still like just singing your songs, singing your songs before you even said, "Yeah, I'll come up there with y'all." He was still walking around singing. Like how does that feel?
It's a blessing. I feel really blessed because I didn't have the machinery behind me.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. So for me to still be here doing it, and I'm doing it on my own terms because I kind of backed away from the industry because it became too much for me to still do it, and then find someone like Amp who believed in me and allows me to be who I am. Because in this business they try to change you to meet a certain criteria, and I never fit into that criteria and didn't want to.
And I love that. And so for the Rolling Stones magazine,
greatest 200 singers of all time.
Yeah, the greatest 200 singers of all time. How do you feel being left out of that?
I don't feel anything. I don't pay any attention to that. That's somebody behind a desk who doesn't really know what they're talking about.
That's right.
How could you leave Celine Dion off?
Word.
How could you? She's a great, how could you?
Yeah.
So I don't pay attention to that. I don't pay attention to awards and all that, even though I have awards of everything musically. But it doesn't mean anything. What matters to me, and which has kept me with my sold out shows that I'm proud of, is my people coming to see me and paying their hard earned money. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah, I agree with you. With the Rolling Stones, clearly those people are culturally clueless. You know what I mean? If they leaving people like you, Celine Dion,
but see, I was never played on VH1 or MTV. None of my videos, because they always said I was too urban. And I only had a pop record with Never Knew Love. That's the only one they allowed to cross over.
I wonder, you said something earlier, you said that you never had the machine behind you, and it's interesting because you can see how that might still impact you now when it comes to these lists.
Right, exactly. When you think about it, like back in the day when MTV, I Want My MTV, and they didn't want to play Michael.
That's right.
It was the president of the company that said, if you don't play him, I'm going to expose that you're racist. And I don't think really anything has changed. I think you have to have, and back then I didn't have that kind of person that would go on the front line for me.
Right.
But Michael did, and I'm glad he did, because just imagine you not hearing Thriller the way it was, or being exposed to all those wonderful videos that he did.
That's right.
And they didn't acknowledge his 40th anniversary of Thriller or anything at the Grammys or American Music Awards.
How did they pick and choose who got the machine back then, though? Because I feel like back then you really needed talent to get a deal.
You really needed talent to get a deal. That's why my audience is predominantly black, because BET and all those black outlets played my videos, and black radio supported me so much. So that's why I'm able to survive. That's why I don't understand why a lot of black artists don't go back to the black publications and things like that that made them.
You know why?
Because I know why.
They think white ice is colder.
Always. Why?
I have no idea.
I don't understand that. I never understand why they think vanilla ice cream is colder than chocolate.
I think it's because they want that mass look. You know what I mean?
But you can have that. Let me tell you something. I went to, what's the girls group? They came to Charlotte and they sold out the arena. There was nothing there but black people.
Oh, girl, Escape.
Escape. Yes.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with the black dollar?
I definitely get what you're saying. My generation, they also feel like, because I don't, although I'm a part of them, they feel that's some type of advanced validation when you get, they call it the crossover.
Right.
It's and people, I did a show for Fox, sitcom on Fox.
Rel.
Yep. Shout out to the show, Rel. And I was on it with Sinbad. He played Rel's dad, and it was amazing, right? I love him too. The show, people was telling me, because people was only used to seeing me on Wildin' Out and all that type of stuff, more production with black people. And then they were like, oh, that's your crossover. Fox is your crossover. It's like, you really made it now. I really made it because I'm on Fox. Working around all these white people. No, I been made it, and then I still ain't make it. That sitcom wasn't the cream of the crop for me yet. I'm still not where I want to be in terms of just where I'm going.
Right.
But I didn't consider that as my crossover. That's another show that I'm on. That's another stepping stone.
Right. Exactly.
So I never. So I get exactly what you're saying,
and that's what we think. We think when we cross over to that pop, we've made it. Why do we want to be so accepted? And I never really I just wanted to be accepted. I wasn't good at smoozing. I wasn't, Charlamagne. I wasn't good at at doing that, and I didn't want to go to the parties and have to meet this one, and I didn't like auditioning.
Yeah, I know that's.
Do you like it?
No.
I know. They look at you like you're crazy. But they make it so hard for you. I won't do it.
Yeah, or they'll act like it.
All right, we got more with Stephanie Mills when we come back. Don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Let's get back into it. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I got a question about Michael, too, because I want to know.
I will answer.
Okay, good. So is it true that you and Michael used to date?
I called it dating.
How was that?
It was wonderful. Michael was gentle. He was kind, very determined, knew where he wanted to go, and we just had fun.
Yeah.
He used to come to the Wiz all the time.
So was he a smooth criminal?
I know. I'm sorry. He was a smooth criminal.
Couldn't wait to say that. All right, cool. Yeah.
I loved him, that afro and chocolate.
Yeah.
So why did he change all that? I think that's what people get Michael misconstrued, and they'll label Michael Tom as an Uncle Tom or a coon because of that.
I got to be strategic because that's my baby. But Michael wanted to be the king of pop. He had a fetish with Elvis Presley. And he had his eyes on Lisa Presley when she was very young.
Oh, okay.
I think he always knew he wanted to, because he felt like that was the epitome.
Yeah.
You know? And I think he really wanted to be king. But then when he got over there, they showed him that you still...
Still nigga. Yeah, damn.
And it broke his heart.
Yeah.
Did y'all have a relationship even up until his passing?
No, he was too different.
Yeah.
I couldn't relate to that, Michael. It had gone too far, but I think he knew that it had gone too far. But what can you do?
Right.
You can't go back.
At this point, yeah.
You can't go back. Because we went to the opening of the Atlantis, and he asked me to come. He asked to see me. And I didn't go because I was rehearsing. And I often wondered what he wanted to tell me. He probably wanted to tell me something, or, but it had gone too far, and I couldn't relate. And Michael was taught the moonwalk by my ex-husband, Jeffrey Daniel.
Ooh.
Really?
I went to those rehearsals, I know everybody claimed that they did not. Jeffrey Daniel taught Michael the moonwalk and all those things. But, the Motown people, they don't always give people credit.
Yeah.
They're taught not to give people credit. I love giving people credit for what they do for me, because you can't do this by yourself.
Nope.
But Michael never gave him credit, and he should have.
It's just interesting to me how I always wonder, like, what can make a person like totally lose their blackness, and have you seen somebody lose their blackness or fall out with black people and find a way to get back with the community? Because it feels like once you turn your back on us, we turn our back on you forever.
Yeah.
But look at it. I can remember a time, and people are not going to like this either, but I can remember a time when Michael would be at the awards and you would have to get in a line to see him. I never did that. I'm not getting in a line to see nobody. Ain't nobody that important. Nobody's more important than God. And I think there's no one that's, like some people say, well, how can you say something about Oprah or something about Gail? Aren't you afraid? I fear God, and you know that.
That's right.
You know that, Charlamagne.
That's right.
I only fear God. I don't feel a backlash. I mean, I'm 66 years old. What you gonna do?
What they gonna do?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think...
And nobody's above critique.
Like...
Nobody. I don't care who you are and how much money you have. Because you can lose that. Look at Harvey Weinstein. I remember a certain person calling him God. Charlie Rose. Who would have thought? Matt Lauer. Well, he was kind of arrogant. He was arrogant. Yeah. But I just don't think that anybody's under approach. But I do think Michael knew he went too far. And you got to remember, towards the end of his career, he went to Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, and he even wanted to give Pops, Minister Farrakhan, his catalog, and Pops wouldn't. That ride can be vicious, as we see with other people that are white dealing with it, Britney Spears, and I go back to them because I really see how the business has tormented them and the people around them.
The movie Pride, 7 Deadly Sin story. It's gonna be on Lifetime.
Yes, with nephew Tommy, who did a brilliant job. He plays my son Gabe, and Kenya King, who's a Canadian actress, and Erica Campbell came in to play Pastor Trey.
This is your first feature?
My first feature.
That's crazy.
Ooh. My first feature.
So since Broadway and everything else, nobody decided Stephanie Mills should be acting?
They wouldn't give me a job.
Damn.
They wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do more?
Oh, yes. I got the bug now. But I'm not auditioning.
You're not?
No.
Tell them, Jess.
She's not auditioning, so don't ask her.
What roles would you want to play?
Mothers. I mean, I could play a mother, you know, an older sister. But mothers, I want to do a Christmas. Yes, being a therapist. Or I want to play somebody really tough and like gangster.
I can see that too. I can see that too.
Now, until they see your size. Who you gonna be? Who you gonna play with Kevin Hart? Who you gonna be playing?
I would love to do a movie with Kevin Hart.
He's the only
funny.
person shorter than you.
When does the movie Lifetime movies?
April 8th.
April 8th. Okay.
And then Black to Broadway is February 28th. 28th, yes.
Well, Stephanie Mills, it's always a pleasure sitting down to build with you and talk to you, and I just love seeing you all the time.
I love seeing you too, Bambi eyes.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. It's Stephanie Mills, y'all. It's The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Jess Hilarious, here.
What's good?
And if you're just joining us, we were talking about Jess and her baby daddy, Rome, and their relationship. A lot of people called up this morning. Actually, 2 people called up and said they had bad relations with their baby daddy. Said they don't help out, they don't pay any money, and it's just not good.
And I've never seen a co-parenting relationship the way Jess and Rome have. Like, they got the coolest co-parenting relationship. They got a show that they do on YouTube. What's the name of the show?
YouTube is called Co-Parenting Therapy. We are in the second season, but the first season is just as good as the second one. The second one, we're sitting down with couples trying to help them create healthy boundaries and healthy environments for their kids so they can co-parent.
Now, the only thing I found odd about their relationship is that Rome. Is Rome on the phone?
Yeah, Rome's on the phone.
Rome,
good morning.
Rome.
Good morning.
Peace, King. Now, Rome, I overheard Jess talking yesterday, and she was saying how you call her sis.
Yeah.
Now, you done shot her club up. Y'all got a whole 10-year-old.
Oh, my God. First of all, my son is 11.
He's 11.
Yeah, my son
Why
is
do you
11.
call her sis?
Because the situation is different now. And we built to that point, but it's like, I look at her as really like a sister, a family member, because it's, take the kid away, man. It's just different. It's hard to explain. Some people call it weird, but I don't know.
It's no more sexual. It's just that's my sister. That's that's my love. I will kill somebody from her, but I ain't shooting the club up again.
I think y'all soulmates, Ron.
Yeah,
but you know what?
That's basically how it is. No sexual, and that's just what it is. You know, I'm.
But how did y'all get to that point, though? Because most people don't get to that point. How did y'all get to that point where you guys are damn near best friends? Y'all focus on your future, your life, the business, the baby, the family, but y'all can still do your thing.
Rome has been through a lot of things, and like he don't really have a lot of family to rely on. He don't really have a lot of friends to rely on. And through the years, he'll have friends, then he don't. Then he'll like to open up, and he's never felt like he was in a safe space enough. You got to provide like a safe space for a man to even open up and become vulnerable, because that's not what they do, especially black men. They don't, and I was the first female that just didn't run from his whole story, didn't judge him. I've always helped him. Now he has a best friend, and she, they cool, but like it's a little bit more hands on with me. Like, and after all the feelings and getting past them, we became friends on that. I was like a therapist for him or whatever, and he the same for. Well, he don't really do nothing for me in that aspect. My bad, Rome. You don't. But but
don't disrespect Big Rome like that.
You know what I'm saying? No, that is Big Rome. That is Big Rome. What's up?
And to elaborate on that, you take out all the emotions and the feeling, and you can be great.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest problems we did have that we was able to overcome as well was Jessica did like overstep boundaries a little bit, like in relationships.
What you mean? She'll run up on girls you was dating with, messing with?
No,
but that's the same man. It's like she want to be. She will want to be in it too much, and then it used to make me mad, because I always say like I mind my business when it comes to you. So even when she realized that and took that away, it became even better.
So you trying to holler at a chick and she telling you, nah, I don't like shorty this, shorty that. She diving into your relationship.
Make up your mind, Jess.
No. Rome.
Not even necessarily that.
Right. Let me tell him what it is, Rome, because you talking a little slow. You just woke up, obviously. Look, this is the thing. Rome will be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And then Rome will introduce me to these girls. Rome will want me to build a nice, little, cool relationship with them. And then when things start happening, because he's not able to be faithful or loyal or whatever, then
damn, Rome.
Then they break up with him, and now when he beefing with him, I gotta beef with him. And it's like, nah, but now it's mind your business. But you call me, you put me in the business, but don't be in the business too damn much. Don't be saying like I be giving a damn that much. I just give a damn about you. Like you be introducing me. That's how I end up cool with all the baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they cool, and I love his kids. And even girls that he didn't have babies with, a lot of them were cool. But then he moved, bang, 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 bang. Here it is. Like, dang, what happened to Shorty? Don't worry about it. You move on with me. I don't know what you're doing.
That's exactly how.
That's what it is. Okay.
I want to know how many more relationships are out there like Jess and Rome. Like, how many people got baby daddy brothers?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you got. You got a baby daddy brother. You know what I mean? And you got a baby mama sister.
But it takes a lot. And you got to commit.
I think it's a lot. I just think it's not the norm, and people are afraid to put it to the world because of being judged. We're not the first person to do this. I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
I've never seen it. I think it's dope. I've just never seen it evolve. Yeah. Go from a baby mama to that's my sister.
Yeah.
And y'all really hold each other down like that. I think that's so interesting.
But let's take some calls. We'll say, Rome, we appreciate you. I know we just woke you up. We appreciate you for checking in, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right, love you, shorty.
And Rome, you're a great father, man. You're a great father. I love the way you hold it down for your son, man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day.
You too, bro. Hello, who's this?
This is Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hi,
Good morning.
Morning.
You got a baby daddy, y'all?
I have a baby daddy, but it is not peaceful. Co-parenting is not easy, and we spent 13 years together. And I felt like yesterday, listening to just fix people's messes, I thought about, I think their relationship is so commendable. They co-parent so gracefully, and they're funny together. They make it a good time. They make it look like a good time.
Thank you.
I agree.
So I'm like, how is that even possible?
Yeah.
Reposado.
It just literally shut up. It just literally takes time. It really does, and it depends on how y'all both feel about each other. Y'all still, does one have feelings for the other one?
No.
It's just okay. So okay, you said that very strongly.
Very strong.
But you said it so strong that you only want to be his friend.
No, you couldn't pay me to sweet rainwater, girl.
Okay.
With a butter knife.
Well, do you even like him at all?
No.
Okay, so you don't even want to be.
So the friend is not going to work then if you don't even like him at all.
But because I know the bigger picture is my children, so I know how to put my bygones to the side.
Right, but
it's just like he don't think.
Right. Okay. All right. But are you still hurt about anything? Is that what's stopping?
Well, I will say this: I am very betrayed.
Okay.
I was very betrayed from the beginning, so that is hard for me to let go.
Definitely. Okay. So she's still hurt.
I don't think you
it.
could be friends unless you let that go, because you'll always have that over your relationship, even if y'all just become friends. So I think that's where it has to go. You have to let that go.
Envy know about having a baby daddy.
It was a lot of things. What the hell?
You my only baby daddy. What you talking about?
What's going on here? Hold on. All right. I'm sorry.
She wants Jess to fix the mess.
Yes.
Stay out of women's business.
I need Jess to fix the mess.
Oh my God.
I need her to. There's no I want. I need her to.
Yeah. But that's what it literally takes, though. You just have to get past your hurt, because a lot of things Rome did to me, I had to let go. I didn't just put him to the side. It's a big difference between putting it to the side and really getting past it. It was things, man. He had ran into a lump sum of money. I was broke, lights off, everything. Me and my son, and we had candles. I had a car. I had to go in the car to get air, all of that. And he knew all of this, but I couldn't hold that over his head. I didn't have time to hate him because he was so young, never had no money. So when he got it, he just did whatever he wanted to do with it. You feel me? And he was young. 20.
Oh, he never tossed y'all nothing?
Nah, he never. Nope. Never tossed me anything.
So how do you?
I thought this was gonna be a good story. I thought he came up with some money and then helped you out.
Oh no, hell no. To this day, no.
So how do you stay from being disgruntled?
Damn.
How did you not get?
I didn't have time to hate him. Yo, listen, I was trying to figure out the next scam, the next way to get some money, the way to get my lights on.
Yeah.
Like he ain't never had no bread like that. Mm-hmm. And so when he came into it, He just, you know,
With you and
I
Rome,
know that.
From what I'm getting from your situation and hearing these calls is you never stopped liking him as a person, like as a friend. You know what I mean? These people grew to hate their baby daddies.
Yeah.
I think once you grow to hate your baby daddy, it's hard to come back from that.
Yeah. I never hated him.
What's the moral of the story?
I guess
just drunk. She don't know.
What? Yo, I'm not drunk no more. Stop being drunk at 4:00 this morning. Look, the moral of the story, I don't really know what the moral of the story is. It ain't no story. It's just, you know, you have to learn how to move forward amicably. Yeah, I'm still drunk. All right. Yeah, you have to learn how to move forward. You gotta learn how to move forward amicably.
Yes.
With the other parent. Yo, you gotta take all them feelings out of there. If y'all wanna be like me and Rome, you gotta take out all those feelings. And you can't hold on to hurt. Like Charlamagne said. Now, I never got to the point where I wanted to hate him. Yo, I was gonna hate him. My life's still gonna be off. I ain't got time for that.
That's right.
And I never stopped him from saying it, son. Not ever. Look, please come get him, but bring him back. You know what I mean? Like, never. It's never been no malicious intent, no nothing. I never took him downtown. And I should have. You know, I felt like I should have back then, like now. But I just didn't want to do that. I was like that girl who called up earlier. It was going to be a struggle for him, too. So.
I feel like it was rooted in respect. And so it grew into what it is now. I feel like a lot of these relationships aren't rooted in respect.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
All right.
That's good. Salute to everybody out there with a baby daddy brother and a baby mama sister.
People that figured it out.
Because I love my Romeo. I love my, that's bro.
That's your soulmate, but you keep playing.
That ain't the soulmate.
That's your
Well, your
soulmate.
soulmate ain't got to be somebody that you with. You can have a best friend as a soulmate. You can have, I'm telling you, it's just soul. It ain't got nothing to do with intimacy.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious is here, our guest co-host.
What up?
And we got a special guest in the building, Jocelyn Hernandez. Welcome.
Thank you.
The Princess.
Thank you.
And you're in town. I didn't even know that you are doing your Jocelyn's Cabaret in New York.
I am. I cannot believe you didn't come see me yet. It's so much fun, DJ Envy.
So break down what the Cabaret is, because you know Starless is a strip club. It's a gentleman club.
It is a strip club. Shout out to Starless and Marty and everybody. So the Cabaret. You know the Cabaret. I'm on my fourth season.
Yes, congratulations. Yes,
four seasons, girl. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And I own the show. I own the IP, my intellectual property. I wrote it. I wrote the Cabaret. I created it. I produced it. I do everything about it. I act in it. So basically, it's like a group of ladies. They compete to be inside of my Cabaret. Actually, last performance, which was Saturday, I had 12 ladies dance with me on stage. You know, some of them put themselves on fire, shoes on fire. Christ. They skate on stage. So it's like a whole show that this girl's actually moving to the house. They compete. It's like Tyra Banks with her show, with the modeling show, except that they're dancing. They're not modeling. You know?
Wait, they set themselves on fire on the pole?
On the pole, they shoes, they kitty cat, everything be on fire.
The kitty cat be on fire?
The kitty cat be on fire, DJ Envy. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're not talking herpes and chlamydia. Like, you're talking about flames.
Yes, no, not that type of messed up fire. I'm talking about like fun fire, like a real show, Yeah. Definitely this season the ladies stepped their game up because season 1, season 2, season 3 of the Cabaret, it was great, and we built to it. The first season I was trying to get the ladies to understand my vision. I want to do a cabaret with my music, and I want some dancers. And since I'm a musician, I want to do it on TV. I want the girls to dance. I want to make it make sense. I want to make it make one. Some of the girls didn't believe. Season 2, we did it. One of them won $10,000. We performed in Atlanta. We did the whole choreography to one of my songs. So that was great. Season 3, I went on tour to 12 different cities. It was a lot. It was quick. It was fast. So we really didn't have an actual show. But the people loved it. They seen the girls getting on stage doing their thing, doing the pose. But now season 4, it's more organized. We got a routine. We got a whole show. It's a 30-minute show. I think I'm performing like 8 songs for 30 minutes. And, then I do my meet and greet. My last tour, I would just go and just keep performing. But now I have to I have to preserve myself. I have to film. And I'm actually also filming season 4 of the Cabaret. That will be airing next month on Sue's Network.
You think people don't take you serious because of the Love and Hip Hop, because of the College Hill, because of the Cabaret? Like, they don't take you as serious as you feel like they should?
I feel like they take me super serious. I always have sell-out shows. I have my fans that are personal fans of Jocelyn, that if you go on my Instagram or my Twitter or any of the hashtags of the Cabaret, they say my songs word for word. Word for word. Like, I do shows sometimes with 1,500 people, 2,500 people, 100 people. 300 people, 500 people. It's different cities, different shows, different locations. And every city you go to, they sing my songs. Every song, not just birthday song, not just Vegas, I Want to Ride, but every night of the week, Que Rico, Finger Check, Slay, every song, they Run Me My Money, every song that I have. And I have, I've never put out an album, but I put out singles like all the time. And so I definitely feel like people has taken me seriously. Do I feel like it took them a long time? Yes. But do I feel, who am I to be before anyone else? I just have to keep working. If I believe in myself, I have to just keep pushing.
I love that. I see a lot of different things for you. It's like, why the hell you won't get into like pro wrestling? What was happening? Like, why you won't go into pro wrestling and get paid to slap a nigga?
What is wrong with you?
I'm saying, she's slapping security. You're supposed to protect you. She's slapping this nigga quick enough. Pow. So
I tell you what. I'm not really, I just got out of jail.
Yes.
I just got out of jail.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's really not too much that I could talk on that. But I will, because I was gone, girl. I was in Lauderdale, Broward County. I was cold, came out with a coughing, everything. Girl, I thought I was going to die. They locked me up for 2 days, and I'm sitting up here sick as a dog. Why me? Why me?
Yeah.
So I can't really speak too much on that. But what I can say is that I'm going to always
protect.
Yes. How do you say it again?
Protect.
Yes. Me. Right?
Always.
And if you see me out here in the streets, when you two and in the world, America, whoever knows me know where I come from and what I've done and how I've changed, I'm just making sure that I'm straight and no one hurts me. So the media only show you one thing. It looks like a whole lot of chaos, but you might not know what happened prior to that chaos, like 5 seconds before or 10 seconds before. You just see like the rah-rah, and because it's me, it's always so much bigger than what it actually is.
Yeah, and that's another big point too. So it's like, even to keep going back to it, Love and Hip Hop, they had you. I know that it was a lot of tension with you and Mona, because it's like she always wanted to portray you in that light. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever feel any way about that? Like how you would beef with Mona about it, and then you go over and Lil Lamel, he got you, looking the same way when you're so many other things and just fighter.
Well, I would say this. Shout out to Mona and shout out to Lemmy. Yeah. They both gave me amazing opportunities. And I will also say I'm a grown person, right? The way I run my cabaret, as far as like being on Zeus Network, because when I did Love and Hip Hop, I was like, I was younger, I was wild, I was out there. So it's only but so much that a network could do for yourself to help you or break you. You still have to accept responsibilities as a human being, as for yourself. So with that was what it was, right? And if it wasn't for Love and Hip Hop, let's just be real, I would not be here with the cabaret. And then with the cabaret, like, listen, that's just how I run my show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I run my to do what I tell them to do. If you can't, you can't be in the cabaret. When you see me on Zeus with Lemmy on the cabaret, I just think that you see so much more of me running a business instead of seeing like the personal jostling. Like the personal jostling is different than the jostling that's actually running a business. So I might look like I'm rah-rah or like I'm being put in this one life, but you got to remember, you're only seeing like really just 20-30% of my life. Right. Because even though I got cameras out for 46 weeks like I do right now filming Jocelyn's Cabaret Season 4, it's still not every single day. You don't see when I'm crying, you don't see when I'm taking care of my daughter, you don't see when I'm working out, doing yoga every day. I've been in New York and I've been doing yoga every day with my husband.
But I was gonna say, but the fact that it's your show, you can display what you want to display now.
Right.
Like, you can put that out there. You just ain't got to put the cabaret part. You could put that out too. And I was gonna ask, you shouted out, Mona Scott. I know one time you was saying some that you and Mona going back and forth, but the fact that y'all shouted her out, have y'all spoke? Have y'all squashed that beef at that time, or you just let it go?
You know what? I haven't talked to her, but it's just like you come to a place where you grow up. I don't got to keep being mad at Mona or being mad at anybody for nothing. Like, well, how does that help me?
Right.
How does that give me any blessings?
Right.
How does that make God open the door for me to keep opening up my third eye so I can keep pursuing my dreams and my career? How could I help young ladies in the world? That ain't gonna, my biggest goal to be in life, I grew up in I always say this, I grew up in Puerto Rico. I grew up in Carolina, in Las Esmeraldas, in El Caserío. I grew up in the ghetto, in the hood, in the trenches. And I used to be running around without no shoes and have heroin needles on my feet. Yeah. I had to come home. My mom had to pull him out. My dad used to be a crack and a heroin addict. So I come from nothing, right? My dad died when I was very young. And for me, my most important thing is to showcase to the little girls that they could do it. If I did it, you could do it too. Like that's always going to be my end goal.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I have a daughter, and it's rooted deep in my heart.
Yeah.
I want to always be that voice of reasoning to the young girls, because they know I was a mess when I first came out. But look where I come from. Look what cards was given to me for me to play. So you got to remember, I come from a really low income family. When I tell you low income, I mean like food stamps low income. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so for me now, it's like all I want to do is really just do my job, do what I love to do.
Right.
Music, TV, help the little girls, take care of Bonnie, have another child with my husband.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm an artist. Yes, I do messed up things. Yes, I'm out there. You might see something. Oh, she crazy. I'm not crazy. You know, I'm not gonna ever do anything that truly in my heart don't feel like I need to do. And I'm going to take the consequences afterwards.
All right, we got more with Jocelyn Hernandez. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Jocelyn Hernandez. Jess Hilarious is here. Charlamagne's out for a couple of days. Do you turn up for the cameras? And the reason I say that is
absolutely. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I know? Reality TV.
When people talk about Jocelyn, I'm like, I've been on flights with Jocelyn. And she's the coolest, calmest. How's your family? How's your wife doing? So then when I turn on the TV, I'm like, that's not the person I just flew with 3 hours. I'm like, that's not the same person. So you make it your business to entertain.
Can I tell you something? You could ask my family. You can ask my best friend Melissa, which is my manager, and my husband Melissa. I am a trip. I wake up in the morning tripping. I'm tripping. I'm high off life. I'm recently clean. And when I say clean, listen, let me tell you something. I'm grown. I could do whatever I want. I got my stuff together. I ain't never been in the streets. Y'all ain't never heard that I owe nobody money. You ain't never heard that I'm broke. You ain't never heard that I ain't getting no money. You ain't never heard that I'm a junkie outside shooting up. No. Did I like to party? Absolutely. Still love to. But I know that I have to focus and I have to be as clean as I can to be the best that I can be, right? But you could ask this too. I don't have to have nothing in my system. I wake up with the bullshit just like a funny person. People always be like, you should be a comedian. No, I'm funny because I don't want to be a comedian. I'm funny because that's just who I am as a person. So like, I do turn up for the cameras, but Envy, I'm a funny ass no matter what. Like I wake up funny. I just like to have fun. I like to have fun. I think, and I'm very, and you got to remember when I'm working and filming, I have to be very strict. And the second I get not to be strict, I'm gonna be funny. I'm gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna be cracking jokes, everything.
Now you said you're clean. Is it you're clean because you had your baby and you're like, I have to change, or what's decided you like, you know what, I want to be clean? And what does clean mean?
Well, you know, clean is not, you know, not doing it 1, 2.
Yo. Not doing it 1, 2. I'm done.
But
not doing it 1, 2.
Yeah.
But did the baby make you want to say, you know what, I got to change? Or what was it that made? Was it a scare, or what was it like?
No,
you know
no scare. No, I always being very cautious, and I do everything very limited. You know, because I'm cute as I want to stay that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I be like, you know, when I hang out with my bitches, you know, I'm more like a social party person. You know what I mean? And I don't hang out all the time, but I feel so much stronger and so much better. It's like I feel like I don't need the crutches anymore. To me, the way I think about it's like a crutch, and I just feel like I'm finally walking without them, and I don't need them, and I feel stronger, I feel smarter, I feel sharper. Look, I finished working last night at 2 a.m. I went to sleep, and I'm back up at 7 o'clock. I told my manager today, I said, I cannot believe I took a poop, I brushed my teeth, I drank some tea, I drank some water, I did some medicine, I did my hair and my makeup, and got here. I said, that is not Jocelyn Hernandez.
That's a change. That's good. That's evolution.
That's evolution. That's having your third eye open. That's making sure that you don't abuse any drugs. You don't abuse anything in your path that could potentially throw you off being the best you.
I wanted to ask, you know, after the Floyd fight, we spoke about your relationship with your husband, right? And I want to ask you about that, because what we said was, and this is what I said on air, I said, you know, so I look at my wife as not only as my wife, my lover, she's my sister, she's my best friend. So if she swing, I'm swinging. And then when we get home, I got to find out if she was right or wrong. That's just how our relationship works. But how is your relationship when it comes to those type of things? Because you are on TV and you are, you know, taped all the time, and you are out and about. So how is that relationship with you and your man?
Well, shout out to Ballistic. He is the man of my dreams. I love that man.
Child, she did a daydream real quick.
Yes, honey, I love that man.
We know.
But the relationship is this. I'm gonna tell you like this. If he swings on a man, I'm swinging. If I swing, he don't swing. It's just that he always there in the moment by me, making sure that don't nobody else, but the person that is involved is not doing nothing.
Charlamagne say he just gonna hold the other girl, but
no, never.
Yeah, just hold
He gonna be like, no, he'll be like, why the f is you here?
Yeah.
He gonna sit in the, why is you here?
Yeah.
Now you know Jocelyn don't want your ass here. You know, but my man is a very respectful man. He's been around all the ladies from the cabaret. He's a trusted man, and he's a real man. He will not swing on a lady, and he's never swung on no lady. If he looks at the heat of the moment where he might be screaming on there, holding, making sure that don't nobody else do anything to me, he gonna always do that as a man, because that's what a man's supposed to do. You know, and he's so strong. He's got all that African power. If he swings on a lady, she's dead. Look at that man. That man 6 feet so tall. 200 and some pounds. He's a big old strong man. You know, so he know better than that. You know, and he doesn't do it.
Now, you know, without talking about the incident, but you performed that night.
I performed. That was my first time performing at an arena. Shout out to Lemmy for letting me do that, because I asked Lemuel from the owner of Sus Network. He put the fight together, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Lemmy, can I perform there?" And he was like, "Sure." I was like, "Yeah."
How was that performance? You had butterflies, because you perform.
I perform in my shows that people know my music and they come to see me and pay to see me. I never performed in a place where they go
to see Floyd, and you gotta try to win them over.
I got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that was my first time. So I was nervous, but we've been practicing, because I'm also filming the cabaret here in New York. So we've been dancing every day, and it went really good. And then actually, the girls, I had just picked 4 dancers that I just met in New York to dance with me. So we learned that routine 24 hours prior.
And you trusted them, and not even.
I mean, I gotta trust something. If I wanted to go well, and it went well. Look, here's what I can say. When I did my first song, they were clapping.
Right.
I was like, I'm at the arena and they clapping for me. This is good stuff. These people don't know my music. These old people coming to see people fight. Like, them old people don't be out there really just knowing what, you know, like an underground artist like myself is really doing. Like, yeah, they might have heard my song, Do It Like It's Your Big Day, and I want it right in their grandkids, you know, house or their children's house, but not like that.
But you don't know. You don't know. You could have. You don't know. Some of them old people was probably leaving it. Do it like it's my big day.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You never know.
They were clapping. I was like, oh, so many fans. So I was excited about that. I did like a 3-song set, because I only had like 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and I thought it was great.
Now, were you drunk that night? Because people asked, were you drunk?
I had. Let me tell you something. I always love to say I wasn't drunk, but I would have 1 or 2 drinks, and for some reason, and I think because I'm not chasing it with any drugs, it just hits me so much harder.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I used to be on my could drink 10 drinks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could drink 10 drinks. But it's not like I tell my husband, oh my gosh, I got a headache. How many drinks you had? Like, but I only had like 2 drinks. Yeah. I woke up the next day with a headache. It's like my brain just don't want to go back.
It's called age. It's called age.
No, it's called age.
It's called age. That's what it's called.
No, Abby, I'm young. I'm a bad bitch. What you talking about?
It's called age. Bad get old too. It's called age. All right, when we come back, we got more with Jocelyn and Ann. This is The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Jocelyn Hernandez. Jess Hilarious is here. Charlamagne's out for a couple of days. Jess?
Okay, so how is your co-parenting relationship with Stevie? How is that? How are y'all?
I mean, you know, I don't really never talk to him. He talks to Bonnie on the phone, and you know, he sees her. I have primary custody of Bonnie. I have physical custody of Bonnie, and he's seen her life. He's, you know, he has the right to see her whenever he wants to. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it's good, and you know, my husband being with Bonnie since she was 6 months, and he's been taking care of her. Because I met my husband when Bonnie was like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah,
it was. She was like a little toddler, like a little baby. Not even a toddler. She was a baby.
Yeah,
and so you know, she loves my husband, and you know, she has a great relationship with her dad. I'm sure she loves him too. So I mean, I think it's great.
So she has 2 dads.
I mean, I never put it that way.
Because she does. I never
put it that way.
She has dad that stay all the time.
Yeah.
That's 2 dads.
Yeah.
Now, what made you do College Hill? did you want to go back to school? Was that one of your dreams? Like, I want to.
Can I tell you something? Yes.
Really?
Yes. And I told my husband, I'm like, damn, I got the opportunity to go back to school. I never went. First of all, I didn't even finish high school, y'all. I'm very smart, though. I got ownership of all. I got ownership of this big black Puerto Rican ass.
You got to go get your GED first before you go. But you skipped the GED, you went to college. Tell us that experience.
So, well, first of all, it was a great experience because HBCU, a lot of people always, see, this is something I need to clarify. Maybe I need to do it at the Breakfast Club with y'all, too.
Okay.
Because I've always considered myself a black woman. But I was born in Puerto Rico and I speak Spanish. My first language is Spanish. But that doesn't take away from the fact when I walk in the building, people look at me and they say, that is a black woman, right? And so I always been cool and love to be a black woman.
Yeah.
And they be like Afro-Latina. No, I don't have an afro. I don't have an afro. And I am a black woman that was born in the island of Puerto Rico that speaks Spanish. And I teach my daughter. My daughter.
You're going to confuse the shit out of somebody right now, but go ahead.
But why?
Because you're Puerto Rican.
I am Puerto Rican, but I back to the HBCU. In the HBCU, you know what I learned? I learned that the Puerto Ricans, the people that were born in Puerto Rico that were black too, and back in those days, they were definitely Afro-Latinos because they all used to wear, the big hair. Yeah. But you know that the black African American and the Puerto Ricans, they were tight. When they were trying to do everything with the freeing the Negro and stuff like that. That's the stuff that I learned at the HBCU in Alabama. They were kind of telling us how the black Spanish and the black African American came together, and they were so much tighter than we actually are now. Yeah. But me, I consider myself
the same culture.
Yeah, I consider myself a black woman that was born in Puerto Rico. Yes, I'm Latina because hablo español. Of course, I speak Spanish and I'm Latin. But for me, it's more than just saying that. For me, it's just that I'm proud to be black, whether I'm Spanish or not. And I just feel like a lot of people just have a problem with me being so proud to be black. Yeah. What's wrong with me proud that I have this color?
Yeah.
And like, what's the problem?
And was that what kind of like ticks you off with Amber? Like, because I kind of seen that. It was like, even like...
What happened? Because I don't know. Tell us what happened with Amber.
I mean, I didn't have the camera. I wasn't in that class.
I'm sorry.
But I seen a little bit. She was like telling her, like, yo, like, you don't want to be black. You don't want to be black. I've seen...
You told Amber she didn't want to be black.
Yeah.
So what happened?
But I've seen previous, like, it's been years, everybody. It's not no damn secret. Amber really... She like to dismiss the black side of her. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she wasn't lying. I guess that's just a trigger. You know what I mean?
Who wasn't lying?
You.
At all.
Wasn't lying. I'm saying it was just a trigger.
I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying because I wasn't lying. And, I wasn't lying because we were talking about being black. Yeah. And I just had to let the know, you don't want to be black. You came out of a big black just like I did. My mama got a big old black She's a Puerto Rican woman, but that lady black. Yeah. And her mama was blacker than the table, my mama. So I come out of black. You came out of a black, but you don't want to say you're black. That's weird to me. That's so weird to me. I don't care what your color is. I always thought she considered herself black till I really seen that she was a Karen when I got there. I was like, whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
It was just previously.
Whoa. So you said that was crazy to find out that she was a Karen.
Yeah. So what do you mean Karen? Like she did not respect black rights? Well, like, because I didn't see the show, so I'm confused. So I want you to tell me because I don't know.
You know what a Karen is?
Yeah, I do.
Well, then that's what she is.
Okay.
I'm telling you, yo, it's just
and
like
I'm not the only one that say that. You can Google this and come up.
It's just, it was like, you was just saying that for the first time there, but there
I said that for the first time to her, like, period, like, when she was getting upset about what I was saying. I made a joke. I was being ignorant in school. Sometimes you go to school, you want to be ignorant.
Class clown.
You want to be a class clown. I was just talking shit. I was like, man, I'm the biggest. I got up that day. Yeah. I said, I'm the biggest, man.
Yeah. Then y'all got into a Philly and Miami scuffle?
We got who?
A little scuffle?
Listen, that Joan is not from the part of Philly that you think she's from.
Hey, yo, I'm done with her. That Joan is not from...
Johnson practiced that one. That Joan.
The only thing I practice is my bullet points that I'm supposed to speak on. I don't practice nothing else. Everything else is going to always be me, and you should know that.
That Joan.
That Joan. My husband is from Philly, so I know a few words.
Philly. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I got to ask you, Big Lexi.
Don't know that.
Okay. I really want to know who she is. I didn't really know who she is.
See, you don't know her? I don't know her. She don't know her.
I wanted to know what, what
we don't know her.
I don't know.
We don't know her.
I never knew.
We never knew her.
Didn't know. I didn't know. I don't know.
I was just trying to figure out because I Googled and I seen like that night. I Googled and I seen it and I was trying to figure out.
We don't know that.
I don't know it.
So I was going to ask, Love and Hip Hop, would you ever do it again? It seems like the ratings are...
Absolutely. I want to go do it. I want to do it right now.
Oh, please.
Really?
I want to do it right now. Whoever's in charge of Lemon Hip, I come holler at the princess. I'm going to come through.
And Ballistic is cool with going on there and having the family and everything?
I don't know. Ask him. I don't know.
Please.
Ballistic like, look, man, I'm already this far in. I might as well do that too.
I'm just going to say they need some more ratings. And I need her to go ahead on over there, man.
But which one should I go to? The one in Miami or the one in Atlanta?
Miami.
Okay.
She'll turn up anyone she goes.
Because I live in Miami.
Yeah, please go to Miami. You don't owe nothing else to Atlanta. You already put that franchise on the Mizap. I need you to do Miami.
I do it.
Please.
Why not?
Are you making money off the mugshot? They said that you were putting.
Everybody listen. Jocelyn's CabaretTour.com. I should have brought y'all something. Listen, why we bring Jessica now?
So you're all selling mugshot merchandise?
I am, and it's going amazing. Listen. Can you please go download that thing right there? Because it's gonna look good. I had on the Louis Vuitton briefcase with the Louis Vuitton shoes and the Louis Vuitton glasses, the mugshot, and the jean outfit. Ooh, I was fly.
Look, she is like it was a fashion show.
Oh yeah, babe. I thought I was in Paris
and killing it.
Yeah, thank you, babe. So go get your t-shirts. Yeah, Jocelyn'sCabaretTour.com. You could go get them.
Well, Jocelyn, we appreciate you for joining us. Thank you so much. Like I said, I see you all the time, and you're so kind and so nice. Yeah. But I ain't gonna front. You might want to get in boxing. After this is all over, you might just want to just maybe even a couple of little.
Can I truly tell you something? If I wasn't an artist and I didn't care about breaking my face, I would do UFC.
Oh yeah,
I would. I love it.
That's what I said.
I would do UFC. I wouldn't box. I would do UFC, but I can't. I tell my husband all the time. And her, I'll be like, I would do it, but I can't because the first thing is going to break on me is my nose, and then it's over.
But she is so fixed. She could set it up how she want to set it up, and she,
not the UFC. That is not fixed.
Well, no, that's why I said wrestling. I mean, because she can do wrestling, and that's big money in that shit too.
I would do UFC.
You want to do UFC?
I'll break this down.
See,
I'm a great fighter. Listen, you know what I told somebody the other day? I said, because I told somebody, I said, you do karate, don't you? You ain't gonna do no more karate than me. I don't know karate, but I know crazy.
I know crazy.
I know crazy. You know what's his name said that? What's the singer name? James Brown in the song. Mm-hmm. I don't know karate, but I know crazy.
You know James Brown too. I know that's right.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, last question. Is that your security guard out there that was out there at the fight that night?
You know what? I travel with about 20 security guards, so I'm not sure.
Nah, you know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the 3-piecer. Is that the one right there? The 3-piecer?
And is it a slap test that they got to get through?
I cannot stand y'all two. Why y'all so funny? Why is y'all so funny?
When I seen him, I noticed him before I noticed you. I said, I know him.
It's like, don't we want to be like, you good? You good?
That's why I asked him. I said, you good? You all right? You sure? I asked him, I said, you need some water?
Evan, don't ask him no shit like that. Why would you ask him that shit? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. They get plenty of money from the suits. They be just fine.
Right. We know that. We know they pay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jocelyn and
Jocelyn, the Puerto Rican princess, the biggest.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Thank you, babe.
I was donkey up the day. Made it.
Damn, the hee-haw again.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I ain't trying to be donkey today no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard.
Damn, Charlamagne, who got the Donkey of the Day today?
Well, just hilarious. Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, March 28th is a double donkey. It goes to 38-year-old Keith Chastain and the Clovis Police Department. It comes a point in time in life where we all must remember it takes two. Okay? Two. All right, kids gather around. Your Uncle Charlotte would like to tell you about some things that have been going on since the 1900s. Okay, one of those things is the saying, it takes two. Okay? Or it takes two to tango. That means that a situation or argument involves two people and they are both therefore responsible for it. I repeat, it takes two to tango means that a situation or argument involves two people and they are both therefore responsible for it. It Takes Two is also a classic hip-hop record that will make anyone with a soul who grew up in the 1900s and 80s lose their mind. Okay? The reason I am giving you this history lesson today is because in this donkey that I'm delivering, it absolutely took two. All right? See, Keith was arrested 10 times in 1 month. I repeat, Keith Chastain was arrested 10 times in 1 month. See, y'all think I be lying. Let's go to Fox 26 News for the report, please.
Local law enforcement agencies say they are very familiar with 38-year-old Keith Chastain, who has been booked in Fresno County Jail not once, not twice, but 10 times in the last 31 days.
Lord have mercy.
Chastain is from Fresno, and is currently facing 18 felonies and 15 misdemeanors from his recent arrests, according to Clovis Police Department. His charges include stealing 6 vehicles, a DUI, vandalism, fraud, possession of controlled substance, and more. Clovis Police Department alone says it has arrested Chastain 6 times in the last month. Around 9:30 Tuesday morning, Clovis police received a call about a stolen truck that Chastain was suspected of driving. Police say an officer found the stolen truck driving in Old Town Clovis and followed it until more officers arrived. Officers pulled Chastain over in front of Clovis Police Department and arrested him without incident. Police say he was the only person in the stolen truck and happened to be on his way to pick up his personal property from Clovis Police Department from the last time he was arrested. Mind you, he was in a stolen vehicle.
Now, as you just heard, Keith Chastain was arrested 10 times by Clovis Police. 6 times, okay? 6 times by Clovis Police and 4 times by other agencies. He was in a stolen vehicle on the way to pick up his items from the jail, okay? Now, if he had gotten locked up by different agencies once or twice, I would understand. But if you get locked up by the same agency, the Clovis Police Department, 6 times, 6 times, at what point does it become the police department's fault as well for constantly letting you out? At what point does it become a judge's fault for constantly granting you bail? He's facing 18 felonies and 15 misdemeanors with charges including stealing 6 vehicles, DUI, vandalism, fraud, possession of a controlled substance, and a whole lot more. At some point, maybe after arrest number 3, possibly after arrest number 5, surely at arrest number 6, someone at the Clovis Police Department has to say, no need to let this man out because he's just going to come right back. Okay, if the Clovis Police Department had a customer loyalty program like Starbucks or Subway or Sephora, this man, Keith, would get his 10th arrest for free. Okay? Get arrested 9 times, get your 10th arrest for free. Clearly, this man has a boyfriend behind those walls. Either that or he likes the food. Okay, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And this man, Keith, has shown us he's a serial criminal. Okay, so give him what he wants. And what he wants is clearly 0 bond. 10 arrests in 31 days. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So yes, Keith is insane because he keeps committing crimes and the same crimes and getting locked up. And the Clovis Police Department is insane because they keep locking Keith up for these crimes, the same crimes, and letting him out. They both are to blame. So please give Keith Chastain a he and give the Clovis Police Department a ha together because it takes 2 to give them the biggest hee-haw. This man wrote his name in jail, yo. That's why they say don't write your name. They say don't write your name on the walls in jail. You keep coming back to that jail. Jesus.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Of course, Jess Hilarious is here.
Yes, indeed.
And we got a special guest in the building, Dion Cole.
Hello.
How you feeling, my brother?
How's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Blessed, black, and highly favored, man.
Yes.
I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you as well.
Y'all know each other?
Y'all for coming. Yeah.
What you mean they stand up comedy?
I'm just joking, man.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. A lot to talk about. You got Average Joe. Aren't you you're in the New Color Purple too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. New Color Purple, Average Joe.
We just talked about that yesterday. We were talking about they just released a trailer. And what's your thoughts on the movie? Because we were like, Color Purple, is that a movie that you do over?
Hard to remake classics, man.
Yeah.
So the director Blizz, I don't know, he did Beyonce's The Lion King, where she was like, her and Jay, they was like
the live action Lion King.
Yeah, but remember this video she had? It was like a 20-minute video where she was like in cars and on the beach running, and her and Jay had these like suits and stuff on, or whatever. It was like very beautifully shot. Yeah, all of that. Yeah. He directed all of that, and so for him to take that vision and apply it to this movie is like bananas. Plus, it's a different spin on it. It's a whole different spin on A Color Purple. So it's gonna be way different than than the other one, but still in its own right, you know, holding up to what it is. But I ain't really big on remakes neither like that, but this one, yo, is crazy because it's a different perspective.
That's what I was saying. In 2023, you can't do Color Purple. It have to be woke.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff.
It's a whole different look on it, different spin on it.
But you know, some of the remakes are like, I didn't like Coming to America too, right? I just the first one was just classic. I don't think you touched that one.
Yeah.
I didn't like. There was another remake that they did, but people told me White Man Can't Jump. I didn't want to go see that, but people telling me it's really, really good. So I guess it can, if they come from a different perspective, a new way. House Party was the another one I didn't like. I didn't really like that one. But when they do it from a different perspective or shot well, I don't think there's a problem.
Who you playing?
Yeah. I play Alfonso. So I play Celie's father.
Gotcha. Oh, that's the one that said you take Celie. You can't have I can't remember the girl name. You can't have her, but you can have okay. She's ugly, but she work hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I play him.
They kept that line in there?
Nah. It's different.
All right.
Yeah, but you know, you still get it. He's still that dude.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You still call her ugly, just in a 2023 way.
In a woke way.
Do you hate that? Do you hate having to adjust like your content because of this new era?
Yo, yeah, I do hate it, definitely. That's why I don't understand why people who don't like that kind of stuff, like, why do you even come to the shows? You messing it up for the people that really pay to come see and hear bull. You know what I mean? Like, why would you come in there with your beliefs and feelings about something that I thought of, and you ain't in my world, you ain't in my tax bracket, you ain't around the people I'm around, you ain't not about my culture, but you come over here and try to tell me what I need to be saying and doing, it don't even make sense.
Yeah.
So, I hate that we have to kind of conform to that. And I heard somebody say that in an interview that we don't, and it's not a problem, and it is a problem. I think, honestly, you got Lenny Bruce and Richard and all these people who stood up for us to be able to say whatever we want to say, and now we can't. It's like, it's crazy. You take away from the whole thing. It's like now you go to comedy shows and they tell you what they think you want to hear in order to be safe.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there's certain comics that are still out on the front line that get loose, you know, like Dave and just don't give a fuck about nothing, you know. So you got great comics that's still out here fighting for that voice that we all have and that people want to hear, except for certain people that don't. So, and
your circumstance is unique because you definitely edgy on stage, but then you got all the corporate going on. Old Spice and
exactly.
Sitcoms and all that.
I can't say exactly what I want to say. I mean, see, that's my whole life, sitting back trying to figure out another way. That's all I do. I be like, how can I say this another way and still be able to say it? But you know,
you the face of Old Spice, bro.
Crazy.
Like that's why, if you really think about it,
it's really wild. It's like
a long time.
I only think of two people: Deion Cole and the dude who used to ride the horse backwards.
It wasn't
a horse. It was something. What was it?
He was on the horse. Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't even when they came to me about it, I was just like, wow.
So when they came to you and said, hey, we want you to do this Old Spice commercial and be the face, what was your thought?
So at first, they came to me and they was like, I guess they had seen me do all these different kind of like quirky like characters, like on Angie Tribeca and Conan and Blackish, and I was doing all these like trippy characters, and I guess they was like, yo, it made sense, where it was like, yo, you come in and yo, we can rock, and I was like, I can do that. So they flew me to Portugal, man, and I shot all of this basically how Old Spice get down, you know what I mean? Like really wild in the woods, your beard grow and throwing trees, and you know, I did all of that, and then I came back to the U.S. and they was like, they ain't want to use none of that.
So you did all that?
I did all of that, and then use none of it, and then they came to me about something else, and then me and this other guy, we was just sitting. I mean, this other guy, he was Q. He was writing this whole new premise, and then when he came to me about it, and I was like, man, that's cool. And so we did it, and man, it took off.
Yeah,
you know, just me and my girl Gab.
Yep, I love
it. We just got it in. Yeah, I went and grabbed Gab and was like, yeah, they're thinking about this thing where it's a relationship and it's a couple and trying to take your Old Spice, and you know, they was like, yeah, let's do it. And man, we did it, and
Because it's a storyline commercial.
Yeah, it's like a storyline.
It's a storyline. And I was supposed to be in one of them. I was supposed to be your little sister. Yeah, I'm glad he brought that up. Yeah, I was supposed to be his little sister. Yeah, man. I'm being serious. I auditioned and all that, yeah. I don't know, they picked Lala Anthony.
Well, they did pick Lala. You look more like Deon's sister than Lala. I did. I didn't know Lala was supposed to be your sister in the commercial. I never thought about that.
I never even knew that.
It seemed like Lala, a family member. Yeah.
And there was another person that he was supposed to tell me, get your black ass hands off my something, right? And they gave it to somebody else.
They never would have said that. Get your black ass hands off my old spice.
I cut the TV off every time I see that man. I be like, man, that's supposed to be me. I'm serious. I was supposed to be his little. These niggas don't take that. Yeah, for real. They ain't gonna tell you. You know, you at the top.
That's dope. That's dope.
When we come back, we got more with Deon Cole. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Welcome back to the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, Deon Cole. Now, Jess?
So I want to know, are you Dr. Deon Cole now? Because I saw you just, honored.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if somebody on the plane holler out they need a doctor, they going to be ass out. But it ain't that kind of doctor. But yeah, I just got that. Just got an honorary doctor.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's crazy. Philander Smith College, which is now about to be university. Yeah, thanks, man. It's
and they honored you for all the work that you did and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Charlamagne paid for his.
Yeah, really.
I got an endowment at South Carolina State University.
Okay.
Made me an honorary doctor.
Yeah, well, there it is.
And I get a commencement speech.
Yeah, I did too. It was wild. I gave mine. They really didn't give two to what I was saying over it. I thought I was dropping some gems, yo. They was all sitting out there on their phone. I was like, they was out there like this.
So they might have been taking notes.
Yeah, they might have been taking notes.
I don't think so, yo.
So you keep going when you see that? Do you cut it short?
Man, I was bombing, like for real. Like I was giving it, and then it'd be like a couple chuckles, couple coughs, and then I just keep going, just going on to the next topic or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't. I was thinking I was doing like stand up. You think you're in front of an audience like that, you're about to be ripping.
Yeah.
Nah, they was out there like, I want to see my baby cross and get her degree, and that's what I'm here for.
But that stand up muscle don't kick in when you see people like ignoring you, because you'd heckle, you'd get at somebody for that.
I'm quick to leave. I'll leave. I done left some shows, Joe.
In the middle of the show?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I try it and I keep going. If it ain't working, I just know that I ain't for them. And I go, I'm Trevor. Good night. I leave on a whole nother name. I'm Sean. Peace out. I'm from Nashville. This suck. He suck.
You got Average Joe coming out too, right?
Yeah. Average Joe, man. This was thank you so much. It was this was a labor of love. It's a darkly comedic drama. It takes place in Pittsburgh. This dude, his father dies, and these mob dudes is looking for him, and the Joe, he don't know what's going on, but his father had left some money trying to figure out what's going on, and he had to make these decisions between family and money. But it's funny, but it's dark. It's dark as hell. Like, we was leaving set miserable, just from being like a comic. You gotta, you good to do comedy, but every day just to leave murdering, lying, and deceitful, and heartache, and losing people, and every day you leave. That was the first time I started realizing, I understand how people kind of break when they do movies and stuff. That was the very first time, 'cause I used to be like, you ain't that deep into character. But nah, if you keep doing that, and you have to constantly be that person to do that, that's wear on you. I used to always think like with Pac, they always say Pac became like
Bishop.
Yeah, he became Bishop from Juice or whatever. Anyway, that's how that show was, man. We was down there. We was shooting in Atlanta, boy. It was we was doing 16 hours, sometimes 20 hours, shooting it. But we got a nice piece of work, and man, it's gonna be something. If y'all like murder and mayhem,
absolutely.
You gonna love this.
And you're a lead.
This crazy,
for the
right?
first time.
For the first time, right? Crazy, right?
Amazing. So sitting here watching, looking at you talk about it, it's like amazing because even as comics, we can play any part. We can do anything. You know, I always think of Robin Williams. And, you know, the comics,
especially going from comedy to drama.
And Jim Carrey, and you know, even like what you just said, like how 16 hours, you got to stay this person, and you got to like, it's like you used to being, you know, but no, it's different. But the fact that you can do it.
Yeah, but it's like I remember when I took the job, because usually I'm the type of cat, I go play my part and I go get my drop top and we rolling. You know what I mean? Like that's what I did on Blackish for 8 years. I did my part and I was out. I was gone. When I signed on to do this and seen like 60-page scripts and I'm in like 90% of it, I'm looking like
I got a real job.
I'm like, I can't leave. They like, man, first one here, last to leave. You like, what? It was an adjustment because I still had other things going on and other businesses and other projects and trying to write that and do that and trying to do this. I had to learn I had to cut all that out and just focus dead on this and get it done. But yeah, you got to watch what you pray for. You got to know how to pray. You know, a lot of people don't know how to pray, and you know, that was one of the things that I learned, you know. A person to ask, man, Lord, can I have a man? Can I have a woman? And they'll get you one, and they won't have a job.
God, can you take this one back?
They won't have a job. Right, take it back. I forgot to ask for a job with that person.
When it comes to comedy and drama, right, they always say it's a thin line. That's where the whole Tears of a Clown thing comes from. So as a comic, you don't lean into trauma?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I did. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like that at first. Like another turning point when we was doing The Harder They Fall, I walked on set and was like, yeah, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? I'm funny and comedian. I remember Jonathan Majors and all them, they was just all sitting back, and Delroy Lindo, they was all just quiet and just chilling. And I was like, hey, what's going on? I'm Dion. Hey, so we gonna knock this out and we gonna... They was just like... And then when we rehearsed, they was just like so like it was so real and so. It just was like, man. I remember Jonathan told me, he was like, man, you should. Acting is the worst title for this job. This is what you should not be doing. You should not be acting. You should become. You should become that person instead of acting. And so it made me be like, oh, really? So then I went back, changed my whole demeanor up, man, just from that conversation, and came back and was like, all right, we gotta just become this person. And I remember that all the time, just becoming, you know. And so
when we come back, we got more with Dion Cole. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Welcome back to the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, just hilarious, Dion Cole. What about when you're not in the mind state to joke or work? Did you give yourself time to grieve after your mother passed?
So I am like still dealing with that. Like that's like really with me still, and I'm trying because I was the only child. No brothers, sisters, no father.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. And I'm still like, that's why I try to stay as busy as possible, because anytime I like have downtime or anything good happen, like that with me, because I be wishing she was here, that she can like be here and be a part of that. And people out there that's going through the state, they know what I'm talking about. It's like anything good happen to you, it's like a bittersweet moment, you know. Like even with The Color Purple coming out, I'm not like in it like that, but I just wish my mama would have been there to see that. And you know, it's things like that. Even Average Joe being the lead, it's like I wish my mama was here so she could like see that and feel that, because it was stuff we talked about. Even getting my doctorate, for her to know that her son was now like having a degree like that. It's just, I would have like sent her, you know what I mean? So anytime these situations happen, it's like, it's nice, but I also just get into like, and people always be like, you need to go talk to somebody and something, and it's like, yeah, you can do that, but this just happened to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This like, I don't know nobody who has something like this can just happen to you and you go talk to somebody and you all good. If anybody's like that, they weird to me. Like, you should be able to grieve like you said, and you should be able to have these moments and don't rush people in these situations, you know, just be there for them, you know. And I had a lot of people leave me. Like, a lot of people leave me because I wasn't who they wanted me to be when I was good.
Your mom just passed. Come on.
I know, but everybody left. And it was weird. And people out there that's dealing with death, they know what I'm talking about. Like, people leave you because you changed. And now I'm not the person that I was when they met me. And I understand that. But if you're a good friend and you really there, you're gonna understand the severity of this, and you're gonna understand that, you know, being the only child, not having nobody else and no mother, no father, nothing like that, and that's gonna weigh on you. You basically in the world alone. You know what I mean? You really don't have nobody else. I mean, I got family, cousins, and stuff like that, but media, it's hard, man. I go through it every day, and I try to be better, and you know, so I try to advocate and tell everybody, man, if you got your mother, your father, any of that, man, take pictures of them, video them, talk to them, even if you don't get along with them, just be around them, man, because you just never know. Because my mom died sudden, wasn't nothing wrong with her, just I came from audition calling her, and they was like, she didn't make it. And I'm like thinking that she was going to an appointment. And I was like, an appointment? It was like, nah, she didn't make it. And I'm like, make what? And I just could not understand it. Like, what do you mean she didn't make it? And they told me that. I just like, what? I was like, I just talked to her. What are you talking about? I didn't even want to, like, even with my Netflix special, I didn't even want to do that. That wasn't even something I was planning to do, but I got cornered into shooting that special on that day. You know, like the day that my mom died, September 10th, and I was looking for a spot. Usually when you tour, if you're about to shoot a special, you won't perform in that city. So I was going to do Philly. Philly was the city I was going to shoot my special in, but we were taking too long with the deal, and I ended up doing Philly, right? And I had nowhere else to go. And I wanted to shoot. I thought about New York, but I just was like, you got to be from New York in order to do New York. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause New York is just different. You know, it's like you got to be from there. But when it came around to me shooting a special, Netflix was like, all right, you got to shoot in September. And I was like, make sure it's at the end of September, because I knew I couldn't shoot around a year later from the day my mom passed. They came back not even knowing. They was like this, we got the venue. I'm like, man, let's do it. I was like, what day? They was like, September 10th. And I was like, I said, nah. I was like, I ain't gonna do it. Then about days later, my mom was like, you know what? Don't even mourn like that. Like, celebrate her. Shoot on that day. Dedicate this to her and celebrate her, because when people pass, man, you have to like make them live through you. Of course. Even if it's a password. You know what I mean? If you set a password and you put their name in every day, that's making
every day. That's right.
They with you every day. You know what I mean? And so I was like,
you just didn't give up your password.
No, I did not. I didn't. No, I ain't give my password. No, but yo, and I just was like, man, I'm gonna shoot it, and I shot it like on that day. But I also was trying to show people and teach people that with comedians and entertainers, even y'all, people don't understand we got problems. And when we performing, you never know what that comic is going through. So that was the whole deal with my Netflix special. It was that I wanted to perform without telling nobody what was going on. And then at the end of the special, let them know I was up here rocking with y'all. You're not even knowing what I was going through. I had just cried right before I walked out on stage. I was backstage wiping my eyes, took a deep breath, and walked out there, performed the whole special with them not even knowing that this was like the 1 year anniversary of my mom's death. And I wanted them to see that us performers, we had to put aside whatever we going through.
You said something powerful that I would like for you to talk about, just because that's something I struggle with. How do you show up as a friend when somebody has somebody that they lose that's close to them, like a parent or significant other? Like, what would you have wanted your friends to do in that moment?
So if I'm now different and we ain't buying bottles and kicking it, and I ain't in the club, and I'm in the club with you, but I'm daydreaming, and I'm zoned out, and I ain't helping you pull all the women in the club and all that or whatever. Now I'm boring to you. I'm not what you was. If you're a friend, you're gonna be like, man, let's get out this club.
Yeah.
Let's go chill. Let's go get you together. Let's go chill.
Yeah.
If you're anyway different, even if I'm snappy, even if I'm not understanding, if I don't hear you correctly or any of that, understand that I wasn't normally like this.
Right.
So therefore, you have to know that there's some kind of issue going on with me, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, you have to channel that and understand that, and get to know who I am now, or who I'm about to be, because now I'm embarking on a new normal, and that's what everybody has to do. They have to embark on a new normal.
That's a
at
true
this
friend.
point.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And once a true friend understand that, he's embarking on a new normal, and I have to be here to learn that new normal in order to be there for them.
Right.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So once a person understands that, and they'll be there, they won't leave you, and they're gonna be there, and they gonna help you out, and they're not gonna leave because all of a sudden you don't understand them and all of that, and it's like it's so whack or whatever. And I lost, not only did I lose my mother, I lost like other family members and friends. And so it was very, and I'm still in that kind of lonely spot right now, but it's a lot better because I'm working and I got all these other projects coming out and about to pop and bubble and all that. And so it's taking up my mind frame, and, me working on a whole new hour to tour with and all of that. So, I'm not feeling as left out and lonely no more because, I got a lot going on. But as a friend, that's what a friend does. A friend understands that you changed, and they're going to change with you, and they're going to be there for you, and they're going to find out how are you now, find out what makes you happy now, what makes you sad now, and they're going to be there for you. You know what I mean? But falling back, and it's a selfish move a lot of people go, because they go, oh, you're not making me feel comfortable around you,
right,
and now it's about them,
and not you,
and not you. You know what I mean? So it's a tripped out situation. And I'm still learning. You know what I mean? And but the friends that I do have, man, we've been rocking, and we having a ball, and we gonna keep it moving.
We appreciate you, brother, and we love you, brother.
Man, I love y'all, man, and I thank y'all, man, for this platform. I hate that it got serious like this.
Nah, comedians always give the best conversations.
It's real conversation.
Be funny and it's serious. I love it. Y'all the most balanced people.
Yeah. And I appreciate y'all, man, and y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all are very. I just want to say y'all are very powerful. More powerful than what y'all even probably thinking, though, and I want y'all to understand that and keep doing good with the positions y'all.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Average Joe premieres June 25th on BET Plus, and thank you, brother, for joining us again.
Thank you so much, man. Y'all check it out.
Dion Cole.
It's Dion Cole. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.